What's up, guys? Jeremy Barola here at Roswell Honda.
Hey guys, I just want to let you know what
Test,
we're going to be doing at the beginning of
Test. Good to go.
Starting September 30th, right after the parade on Main Street, we're going to be setting up at the Eastern New Mexico State Fairgrounds in the commercial buildings, and we're going to have a Richland Chevy vehicle and a Richland Dodge vehicle.
So during the whole meeting on the screen, we're watching this DVD icon right in the center, and we're just following it and making sure, wanting it to hit the center. And then we're just getting so distracted by that. I've never seen it happen, but EJ claims he's seen it. I don't believe it.
I seen it, man. They're probably saying I didn't see it, huh? I bet I know who it was. It's probably Ricardo, huh? But I swear I seen it. I swear I did.
And while we're there, we're registering customers to win one of these Power Wheel Trail Bosses. Dodge will be giving away a Power Wheels Jeep. So are you guys excited about being at the Eastern New Mexico State Fair?
Yeah!
I'll tell you what, it's moments like that when they get excited about my meetings that I really enjoy what I do.
What was Freddie saying?
On KSVPTV.com, Art Sandoval, Kelly McDonald, as the Roswell Coyotes will be taking on the crosstown rivals, the Goddard Lady Rockets. Let's get the glasses on here real quick to make sure we got the correct records here. I can tell you right now, the Roswell Lady Coyotes coming in this contest 14-1, ranked 8th in New Mexico in all classifications, ranked 6th in the 5A classification. Probably one of the best starts for Roswell in quite a long time. And then for the for the Goddard Lady Rockets, overall record for Dwayne Roberts, 8-7. District record, they have them 0-0, ranked 38th in the state of New Mexico and ranked 10th in the 4A classification. Coach, regardless of the records, this is still going to be an interesting game just because of the crosstown rivals.
Oh, it always is. It always is. I mean, that's definitely a kind of a rebuilding year, super young team for these Lady Rockets. But we say it all the time in every sport. You know, you can just kind of throw all that stuff out the window when Roswell and Goddard play. And it should be a good one tonight. They did play already once this year, and Roswell really kind of handled them in Goddard's gym. But I don't know. I'd kind of be surprised if this is a sweep tonight, actually.
Well, we'll see what happens. Anything's possible when you have a Roswell-Goddard contest. Let's go real quick. Let's introduce the Goddard Lady Rockets. This is the Max Preps roster here. Number 1 is Mariah Fairbanks, defensive specialist, classified as a senior. Number 2 is Camille Holloway, defensive specialist, junior. And number 3 is Camila Herrera. She is classified as a junior outside hitter. Number 4 is Viviana Varela, junior, defensive specialist. Number 5 is Naomi Smith, middle blocker, senior. Number 6 is Landry Brown, setter, and classified as a freshman. Number 7 is Mila Franzoy, defensive specialist, freshman. Number 10 is Ava Vernon, senior. Number 11 is Aaliyah Dominguez, outside hitter, junior. Number 13 is Halen Haskins, junior, middle blocker. And number 15 is Tatum Boone, middle blocker, classified as a sophomore. And finally, number 16 is Jackie Avalos, and she is also classified as a junior. And as we mentioned earlier, the Goddard Lady Rockets come in this contest 8-7, ranked 10th in the 4A classification and 38th in the state of New Mexico. And for the Roswell Lady Coyotes, the rosters, according to Max Preps, number 0 is Jalen Benitez. Number 1, Addie De La Cerda. Number 2 is Emily Marquez. Number 3, Denise Ibarra. Number 4 is Alexis Barola. Number 5, Deborah Leyva. Number 6, Yarida Aragon. Number 7 is Hannah McFerris. Number 8 is Brielle Dollar. Number 9 is Danny Hernandez. Number 10 is Elena Tarin. And number 11 is Peyton Flowers. Number 12, Nevaeh Romero. Number 13 is Otzi Lackey. And finally, number 14 is Ada Vasquez. Lady Coyotes are assisted by Jalen Baca, Haley Bolaños, Jordan Valverde. And the head coach for the Roswell Lady Coyotes is Miss Savannah Romero. We're about 30 seconds away before we begin this match here. Coach, any thoughts before this contest?
Well, just that this ought to be a really good one, as we said before, and it's just always night. You know, it's just always a special occasion. It's always a big deal when Roswell plays Goddard and anything. I thought we'd have a little bit bigger crowd here, to be honest with you, but maybe they're going to be a little late coming in. You know, bigger than usual, but you know, I guess I just always expect them to pack the gym when it's a Roswell Goddard contest.
You know, I am with you, and I'll just going across there, seeing what's going to happen. But we still have we have introductions still as the PA announcer getting set for that, and of course the national anthem. You know, you're right. What we did here at Roswell High tonight is we actually have the student crowd. We just kind of moved them over a section because we did feel that we're going to have a bigger crowd tonight. Of course, tonight also is JV football at the Will Bowl starting at 7 p.m. So a lot of the football team is probably preparing for tonight's contest at the Will Bowl JV contest. And then, of course, on the left side, which would be our east, there's still a parent section as well. But we're expected to have a full crowd tonight here on the west side. And, of course, a lot of parents coming over here. Another thing tonight, Coach, it's very important for us to talk about. As you know, October is breast cancer awareness or, cancer awareness. And, tonight what they're also talking about is first responders. They recognize all first responders. And we're going to pause here for just a moment for the playing of the national anthem.
Nice rendition there, partner. Sometimes I think I question the choices, but that sounds like a military band and choir type situation. That's a nice rendition.
Absolutely. Well, Coach, as we mentioned, Roswell Goddard contest is going to be a lot of competition here tonight. But in your opinion, Coach, after looking at the Goddard the Lady Rocket, looking at their schedule, what is your opinion on some of the competition they have here? I know we have had some of the New Mexico Overtime Sports Volleyball Coaches Poll rankings, but according to Max Preps, 8-7, what catches your eye about the Lady Rockets?
Well, as I mentioned earlier, they're young. They're kind of, I would almost say a rebuilding or a down year for them.
Right.
But that still lands them in the top 10. They're still going to make the tournament. But what I think is going to be really interesting about Goddard this year is that district, because you've got 3 teams, Portales, which the coaches have at number 4, Artesia that the coaches have at number 6, and then Goddard at 10. But Goddard just beat Artesia.
Right.
You know, any of those 3 teams could still win district. And it's going to be really interesting. All 3 will go to the tournament, in my opinion. And, you know, that's going to be a fun district play in that 4A district.
Yeah, so, I was talking to Coach Savannah Romero prior to this game, and she kind of wants to try a little new tradition she wants to start off with here. It's going to have, it's called, blackout tonight. The lights are on the north and south side of the balconies, and, of course, the lights are going to go off here. The cell phones are going to come out, and they're going to try something different here just to see what they can do. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. As far as the Goddard Rockets, Coach, they have 2 freshmen, 6 juniors, and 3 seniors. You know what, fairly young. I think they could have potential to be pretty good. Not that they're not good now, but they have a chance to be really good here in the near future.
Well, absolutely, and it kind of all starts and ends with the junior, Halen Haskins. I mean, she leads them in most statistical categories, and she's the one that the Coyotes are really going to have to keep an eye on and try to, limit the damage that she does. But she's really good. But yeah, they've got a lot of good players coming up, a really good junior class with Haskins, as I said, Aaliyah Dominguez, Viviana Varela, excellent in the back row, Camille Holloway, a great setter. I mean, they're going to be really good next year.
Yeah, and, for the Roswell Coyotes, and, this, according to this script that we have right here before we got the new one tonight, on Max Preps, the first we had was 8 seniors for the Roswell Lady Coyotes and 2 juniors. Now, of course, Coach Savannah Romero has made some adjustments and has moved a few kids up to get some experience, which I think is a good thing. Now, as far as that home roster itself, I don't have the classifications per se on this here, but the Lady Coyotes have a great future. Nonetheless, there's 8 seniors. They still have dominated in the sub-varsity levels, and, of course, the Roswell Lady Coyotes defeated the Lady Rockets in the sub-varsity contest in 2 sets. Bright future for the Roswell Lady Coyotes.
Yeah, they really took care of business in that JV match here, and actually not even starting that late. We thought we'd be starting late with all the recognition of the first responders and whatnot, but really they've going to just check the old watch. You're just about 15 minutes. That's not too bad. Oftentimes you have a JV match go 3 sets. We might be starting this late anyway. So.
Well, I'll tell you what, when those lights went off for just a second, I'm telling you, I'm trying to get my still looks dark to me in here. Well, but I guess go ahead and put these eyelids on here. But, Coach, what I'm looking at right here for the Roswell Lady Coyotes in no particular order, I do see Barola on the floor along with Hannah McFerris, and number 14 is Vasquez, Tarin, De La Cerda, and Romero on the floor for the Roswell Lady Coyotes. And let's see if we can get you some numbers here for the Goddard Lady Rockets. I do see number 11 is Aaliyah Dominguez. Number 10 also involved is Ava Vernon. And number 3 is also there. It's going to be Camila Hernandez in the front row. Followed by number 13 is Halen Haskins, as you mentioned earlier. We'll probably see a lot of involvement with her. And I did say already Aaliyah Dominguez, there's already a substitution. The libero for the Goddard Rockets will be number 4 is Viviana Varela. And serving now for Goddard will be Naomi Smith. Those are going to be the starters for both squads here tonight at the Coyote Den. We're here in set 1, waiting for R1 and R2. And here comes the serve by number 5, Naomi Smith. It's up and over. And Vasquez is going to just kind of get that over, tip it over for the most part.
They have an immediate chance here. Let's see where they go. Another tip chance. Nicely done, placed down, and these undersized teams. I got to watch a little bit last weekend of the Goddard tournament. They had some really good teams in that Goddard Invitational last week. I'll talk about that a little bit more here as we get the first service for the Coyotes. And that's going to be 4. They're going to say a block, so I really thought it might have not got over the tape, but they're going to say it was blocked, so it's going to be a point to the Lady Coyotes. So here is Marquez back to serve. And misfire there by Aaliyah Dominguez gives the Coyotes a 3-0 lead.
Yeah, that's nice to see the Roswell Lady Coyotes coming out strong. But I'll tell you what, coaching this, I'm glad you're back, because the last one we did, Coach Lujan and I, we had a lot of fun, and I thought Coach Lujan did a really good job in his first broadcast, volleyball, sorry, I'm looking at here.
Yeah.
The broadcast, I thought he did a good job. Coyotes do lead here in set one, 4-0. But, the Roswell Lady Coyotes with a good start, 14-1. Coach, in your opinion, do the Roswell Lady Coyotes make the state playoffs regardless?
Oh, absolutely. They could almost go over in district and still make the playoffs with that kind of record. They won't, obviously, but I think they're the favorites. I mean, Hobbs is good. Hobbs is really good. They've taken us to 5 twice. Got to see a little bit more of them in that Goddard tournament last weekend, and that they're solid. They're capable of beating us, but we're going to do well in district. We're going to be potentially even in play for a bye at the state tournament, in my opinion.
There's a good possibility. 5-0 is the lead for the Roswell Lady Coyotes.
And that with the new format, having that bye, being one of the top 4 seeds, so you can look at this coaches poll and it has us at 8, but you get down to the criteria, and we're gonna have it over quite a few teams, if provided we can be the district champs, and we will have beaten Artesia, Portales, or Goddard, so we're gonna have a criteria point there. And, you talk about us being 14-1. It's also 14 in a row. I mean, this team is on an unbelievable streak right now.
Yeah, 14-0. And, I was looking at that, and I was kind of putting scenarios together. If the Roswell Coyotes, I think they have a great chance of being the district champions. And I really do believe that. But if for some reason they're not the district champion, I think they could potentially go anywhere from a 7. I mean, it could be a 7 through a 10 is what I'm guessing in the state tournament. Because, look at the overall right now. I mean, in the New Mexico Overtime Sports Volleyball Coaches Poll, I mean, you have a lot of teams. The Coyotes are currently 8th right now, 6th in Max Preps. So I think the Roswell Coyotes, if they win the district, I think you're right. I think they could be a 4 or 5 seed.
Yeah, no, and boy, that would just be huge to have that bye in the first round, because in the new format, the double elimination format. You just don't want to give yourself any chance to lose. So, those 4 teams that don't have to play that extra match, half those teams, those other 8 teams, half of them are going to take a loss right away. So,
right.
Yeah, it's big.
Coyotes have a great chance to make some noise, and right now they're making some noise here in their home gymnasium. 8-0 here in set 1, and your server is Emily Marquez, and these Lady Coyotes are just getting stronger and stronger and stronger every time they play, Coach.
Yeah, and they're going to have an issue with some of the bigger teams at the state tournament.
That's my point there.
But you know what? There's ways around that, and there's ways to play your game and not the other. But see, that's what you're going to see a little bit, and that's where Roswell's going to have to be really disciplined with the blocks, really disciplined with the defense. Because you get up there, and I saw a little bit of it this weekend now. There were a lot of 4A and even a real good 3A team in that tournament this weekend. But you play these teams that have the big hitters that can go up over the blocks at times, and it's a different game.
All right, 8-1 is the score here in set 1. Roswell Coyotes do lead. And, first of all, thank you to all of our sponsors for listening and watching. KSVPTV.com. Coyotes now get the lead 9-1 now on a kill from De La Cerda. Now, we talked about the Roswell Coyotes as far as being a contender or potential qualifier for the state tournament. Now, let's shift gears. Let's talk about the Goddard Rockets. In your opinion, do the Goddard Rockets get in?
I think they absolutely get in. And like I said, I really think 3 teams from that district will make the tournament. Now, the third place team, nicely done there by Haskins, but the third place team in that district will have it a little tough, and probably only one team out of that district has a chance at the bye, and the other 2. But it's not like there's home court advantage anymore.
All right.
Because you don't play a first round at home. everybody's playing in the Star Center down there. So, unless you get those top 4, everybody's just kind of in the same boat.
Absolutely.
So.
All right, 8-point lead now for the Lady Coyotes. 10-2, set 1. And serving once now is Aragon. Beautiful serve. And off the blocks, and it's going to be point Lady Rockets.
Yeah, just couldn't get the angle there. I think that was Romero up with the block and just didn't have the hands turned the right way.
It's going to be Aaliyah Dominguez serving for the Lady Rockets, and it's a beauty. And Dilla started a little upset with the fact that she thought maybe it could have been going out, but it was just a really good serve.
Yeah, it was going to be close, but probably right to play it when they're going to be that close. And I kind of thought Yaya had a chance to get that out of the net, didn't really try to.
All right,
you don't want to get complacent here with a big lead. This is still Roswell Goddard, and these are the reasons why. You don't want to get sloppy.
And right now they're playing a little sloppy here over the last couple 3 points, and then we're going to have to kind of switch that momentum because the momentum now currently is with the Lady Rockets. There's that pass to see the set. Romero, no, it's going to be a tip over. And in the net, number 5, and that's going to be Naomi Smith. So another point for the Lady Coyotes, 11-5. And now serving is the left-hander, the southpaw, Della Cerda. And I'm going to tell you right now, Della Cerda has really had a magnificent year.
She really has. All her hard work through the last 4 years and beyond have really paid off for her. And that's a pretty good bump set over to Vega. There you go, Romero.
Nice kill for Nevaeh Romero. And I'm telling you, who I didn't see start this game was Tarin. Elena Tarin this time. Different rotation here, isn't it?
It is a different rotation. That's interesting.
Just saw that. That's playable. Let's see, Vasquez.
And I wonder if that's strategy or if there's an injury issue or what that could be. Have we seen her out there?
No, I have not seen her out there yet.
I haven't either.
She is right there on the bench. But I promise you, she's fine. I don't see her not entering the ball game into this match here. But
well, and it could just be a situation where you're going to get Yaya some more reps at the setter position, just because you never know.
Well,
you never know when an injury might get you. So yeah, she looks fine on the bench. So we'll see if it's just a.
Well, but if that's the case, and that's the strategy for Coach Romero and the Lady Coyotes, I get it totally. You're trying to prepare right now, and that's going to be a point for the Lady Coyotes. Looks like was that Haskins?
Yeah, just trying to tip it back.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Talking about a phenomenal
awkwardly.
athlete, Haskins can play a little bit.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I like it because you're preparing for the state tournament, actually preparing for the district championship if all possible, because the district starts soon.
Well, that's always the first goal and the first step,
sure,
because that guarantees you a spot in the state tournament. Now this year it doesn't matter; they're going to make it. But
what do we say? 3 seasons in a year, right?
Yeah, and if she's just giving her other setter some reps here, I'm 100% for it. And maybe there's a slight injury. Maybe you just never know.
Well, just like that, Lady Coyotes lead by 10, 16-6. And Little Strong on the serve.
Yeah, line judge wasn't paying attention there.
You have R1 saying, and then R2 is saying the other way too. So I think it's been determined it's going to be a point for the Lady Rockets, and now it is. It's going to be 16-7.
Yeah. That young lady needs to watch.
Yeah.
It's not easy. Hats off to them for doing that, but they do need to take it seriously and pay attention.
Yeah. Absolutely. Okay, and there it is right there. Elena Tarin coming in. She's going to do the serving now, as expected. So, it might be just a little bit of strategy, maybe getting some rest, as you mentioned.
Yeah, I'm
a lot
fine
of
with
things.
It. I'm fine if it's rest. I'm fine if it's reps for Yaya. I really don't. She usually plays all the way around.
Well, and the Lady Coyotes, I'm not talking about district play, but once they get to the state tournament and qualify for the state tournament, that type of player like Haylin Haskins, they're going to see a lot of that at the state tournament.
You know, here's the other reason she might be on the bench. Looks like she may have forgot her uniform shorts.
Oh, no, she might have. Now, I don't know, but she might have. Or maybe a strategy, Coach. I don't know. We'll see. So 17-9 here in set one.
Well, Coach Romero don't mess around, you know, and there's no different rules for different players. So that could be it.
And Barola tries to get it over and into the net. Another point for the Lady Rockets.
Yeah, and I like the call on the illegal attack there. That wasn't because that fell short. It's because the way she hit it, and I like the call.
Naomi Smith, a great serve, good defense by the Rockets.
Yeah, McFerris thought she had one down there, but nicely dug out.
And, you know, it looks like Vega didn't look too comfortable there.
And Lady Rockets are kind of hanging around here.
Right.
Pretty good back set. There you
There
go,
it is.
Barola.
Barola with the kill, and another point for the Lady Coyotes. So, been off to a pretty good start this year here at Roswell High School. I know you're having a pretty good year, Coach.
Absolutely.
You know, I know you're not doing the coaching, but you and I get the opportunity to do this and stay involved in all athletic events for the most part, and get to work with a lot of fine people here at Roswell High School and see a lot of interesting things that go on throughout the day and throughout the week. Isn't that right, partner?
Oh, absolutely. And, you know, year 30. Like to say I'd seen it all, but
Yeah.
I'm sure I haven't.
And we're going to take a break. We'll be right back. You are listening and watching KSUPTV.com, Lady Coyote Volleyball.
Eastern New Mexico University is proud to announce our newest offering, a Master of Social Work degree. This 100% online, affordable master's degree has 3 concentrations: clinical, clinical military, and children, youth, and families. This online master's degree is perfect for the working professional, as you can earn your degree on your own time with our flexible online courses. For more information, visit www.enmu.edu/MSW. Eastern New Mexico University, student success. That's what we're about.
19-11 here at the Coyote Den. Coyotes dominating here in set one. Coach, I know you have something for me. You have a couple of scores. I know you're a Met fan, but I know you have Thursday night football.
I do. In the first quarter, early in the first quarter, it's 13, San Francisco 13, Seattle 0. In a tough division game there. And I have a score out of the Motor City. It is Cleveland 4 and Detroit 3. And that is top of the 9th inning. So Detroit looking to close out the Guardians, but the Guardians with a 1-run lead there.
All right, there's the serve. It's up and over. And will be another point for the Lady Coyotes.
Yeah, McFerris, such an intelligent volleyball player. She's an intelligent young lady, but just always seems to make the correct play on those, those jousts or those tight balls at the net.
Let's see what Haskins can do here. And there's Barola with another kill.
Yeah, nicely done setting behind her and still a little bit outside, but Barola, great positioning on that one. And now the Coyotes said, enough of you hanging around here in set number 1. Let's get her done.
All right, you mentioned McFerris, and she'll do the serving now. Jump serve is up and over, and a bit strong point, Goddard.
She will make way for the libero Benitez, who's had a great year. Great year. You know, those liberos are kind of the unsung heroes. The hitters and the setters seem to get all the accolades, but man, it is tough to be a any defensive specialist, but especially that libero.
I'm just looking at the bench right here. I mean, Coach Romero just making substitutions and just the confidence she has in this ball team, this club, and every one of them. She's not scared to put anyone in at any time.
She absolutely will. And you know, there's been several girls that have had real success in limited action. One of them is Leva, who's just come into the game. But even some of the girls she's brought up from the JV. Nice tip from Romero there.
Yeah, good tip by Romero. Another point for the Lady Coyotes, 23-13. 10-point lead now, and Aragon will serve once again for the Lady Coyotes. 23-13 is your score if you're just now tuning in to KSVPTV.com. De La Cerda with the shot. Good swing from the left side.
Yeah, typically not one you swing on.
Look at the effort.
Yeah, Leva?
I believe that was Leva.
Was.
And
go ahead.
No, go ahead, Coach.
You know, you're up 23-14. You know, sometimes players, they say, oh, I'll just let that one go. But that's not the way they are. It's not the way they've been coached. That's not, you know, Coyote volleyball.
Oh, I thought that was tied, but that's going to be a point for the Lady Coyote. And now it's going to be set point. De La Cerda. That's a hard serve. A little strong, and it'll be a point for Goddard.
Lady Coyotes looking to close out set number one. See if they get it here.
Yeah, Romero's going to try it, and that's a great swing. Good attack.
Yeah, set was just a tad high.
And that's going to be a point for Goddard.
Yeah, perfectly placed, middle of the back row.
Yeah, you see De La Cerda and Benitez kind of having a conversation there, saying, well, you know, what happened there? They had it, you know, got it cleared up.
Well, I mean, obviously you'd rather have them both go for it than neither of them go for it, but that'll do it right there.
Well, the Lady Coyotes win set one, 25-16 here at the Coyote Den. We're going to take a 3-minute break. KSVPTV.com, Lady Coyote Volleyball. We'll be right back.
Are bugs eating your garden and mosquitoes chasing you back in the house? Ask yourself, what would Jim Gill do?
This is John from Roswell Seed. You know, we've been battling bugs in Roswell since 1898. And if Jim was here, he'd draw on his immense knowledge and send you home with the right stuff. Chase the bugs out of your garden and the mosquitoes out of your yard.
Don't give the bugs a head start. Head for Roswell Seed Company and find out, what would Jim Gill do?
Southwest Printers is a third-generation printing company. From letterheads to business cards and all types of invitations, books, and magazines. Our dedicated staff care about your project and work to get it right the first time, every time. Southwest Printers' design team makes your art stand out above the rest. Our printing team will handle your project like it's the only one in the shop. Let us print your signs, banners, window lettering, event tickets, invitations, and much, much more. Remember, Southwest Printers. If you can think it, we can print it.
Find us fast in names and numbers.
Our new business solution is providing an amazing Wi-Fi experience. Frankie's Cafe is booming more than ever. I'm here, undercover, to check it out.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah.
Hi. Would you mind taking a video I can upload to TikTok?
Oh, this happens a lot. Sure, I'm a TikTok guy. Oh, you can add different music.
Oh, no, I meant, can you take a video of us?
And that's called a photo.
All right, we are back. Lady Coyote Volleyball. Lady Coyotes winning set number one, 25-16. Coyotes dominate. What do you see in set number 2, Coach?
Well, I see Tadine back out there in the starting rotation. So that was, I love it. I love it. Get Yaya some extra reps going into district just in case, because you just never know. And, you got to be, next man up mentality is great, but only if they're prepared, only if you've prepared them for that. And, this is how you do it. You give her some extra reps. You don't have Tadine play all the way around. And, and Yaya's a great defensive specialist as well. She's in the rotation anyway.
Right.
But she is the backup setter, so get her a few reps.
All right. Looks like Elena Tadine set to serve.
Already excited to see her rake on the diamond. I'm excited to see her shoot threes from nearly half court.
Yeah, that's a good athlete. I'll tell you what, that senior class has done well, and I'm going to be curious to see who's going to be, the female athlete of the year.
Oh, I think we need to have some sort of tie, to be honest with you. It's going to be so hard to leave a couple of girls out.
I'm telling you, it's going to be tough. So Elena Tadine will be serving once again for the Lady Coyotes. And just a great young lady, smart young lady.
Yeah, but been a varsity contributor in two sport. Well, in one sport for 5 years, in one sport for 4 years, and in one sport for 3 years, and that's just, boy, that's unusual. That's a special athlete.
Yeah, for sure. 1-1 in set 2, make it 2-1. And I didn't see that there, Coach. I was looking at the message there. Was it more of a dump pass or a tip over? What was it?
Well, it was Tadine who did the little dump over instead of setting. And, that's why I like having her set in the front row as well, because she can hit. She can hit. She can attack, jump and attack from there.
Yeah. One of the things, too, that is really good, these lady Coyotes have really done a good job of taking care of themselves, their bodies. They're using the, the icing when they need it. They use that, the massage gun when needed. They have that circulation, that they use. And I just think they do a really good job of trying to develop and doing the right things to make sure their bodies are healthy.
It's changed a lot since we played.
Absolutely.
Man. We didn't have hardly any of that. When I played, there was no trainer at the school. There were some student trainers, but really all they did was kind of learn to tape,
Right.
And it was up to the coaches to do all that, Just how it's changed. We didn't lift in the basketball program.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just crazy how much it's changed. For the better.
Oh, that's a nice kill.
Yeah, Dominguez there.
All right, now it looks like the crowd is improving here. Looks right across from us, Coach, the Goddard Rockets, looking to have a pretty decent crowd now. Upstairs is the student section. Downstairs is the parent and grandparents, and nice little crowd here.
And De La Cerda can't believe that she just let that ball fall right at her feet. And foot and a half in. I mean, it wasn't even close. She just kind of lost her bearings. And look out here, partner. These Rockets are up 6-2.
Yeah, let's see what happens here if Coach Romero will call a timeout. I don't think she will just yet. It's only 6-2 in favor of the Lady Rockets, but I wouldn't be a bit surprised if Goddard scores another couple of points if Romero will call a timeout.
Yeah, and she'll be mad if she has to, but she will do it.
Don't waste them unless you need to. Lady Coyotes have been behind before, and now it's going to be a point for the Lady Coyotes, 6-3 now. Speaking of this, Coach, you and I are off tomorrow night.
We are off tomorrow night.
That's the first time probably all year on a Friday night.
Yeah, I will not know what to do with myself, and luckily there's a baseball game or two on TV. So.
Yep, of course, and I know you're a Dodger fan, so hopefully that works out for you. Inside joke, I know you're a Met fan.
I am a Met fan from way back, and I'm a pretty happy guy. I'm looking across the gym at another Met fan over there.
Yes, I know.
And that is athletic director Rick Cooper.
Well, I hope to see you in the championship game, Coach. I am a Dodger fan, and we struggled a little bit against San Diego, but I think we're going to be optimistic and be just fine as Romero will just dump it over there. It's going to be now a 1-point lead for Goddard, 6-5.
Yeah, and that's sign of good coaching right there. Just let them play through it. You know, they're the better team. Let them play like the better team, and they'll be fine.
Good job by Tarin, and great job by Romero.
But 4.
Oh, they're going to say 4 hits.
Yeah, they say she did get it up, but.
All right. Well, Coach, I'm sorry for yelling in your ear
No,
there,
no.
but I thought that was excellent effort. I love seeing that.
Well, it was. I had kind of given up on it. It was a pretty decent solo block by Barola. And they did get it up, but just one too many ricochets there as it went over, and a real good heads-up call by the R1 up there, and that is Mr. Andrew Lukens. Down below, we've got Eva Polacco.
All right. Yeah, Coach, I really like the fans right here. I kind of going back to what we did, or try to this game, and see what happens.
We need to have more of this for the rest of the year in all sports.
Oh, gosh.
We had an issue, appreciate you saying you missed having me here for not having me here for the last volleyball match, but I also missed not having you for the football, and we were talking about that on the air. You got a home game during the fair, and you just hate to do it because you lose so much of your crowd.
Yeah, Kyle Stu trailed by 2, 8-6, but there's going to be times, and I'm sure glad that Coach Lujan is kind of filling in when you and I are gone or have the night off or whatever the reason might be. But glad you're back, Coach. I'm glad you're feeling better. And of course, we had a successful hunt ourselves. So my buddy ended up getting 8 points worth of an elk. Let's put it that way.
Hey, I'm excited to have some of the fruits of that labor.
9-6 now, favor of Goddard. But, you and I will be back in action after tonight's game on Saturday as the Roswell Lady Cops will be taking on the Lady Warriors out of Santa Teresa, New Mexico. De La Cerda with the swing, and boy, she can swing it hard. Good kill and a point for Roswell.
Yeah, and that's potentially your district player of the year right there.
Could be. There's a jump serve. It's up and over. Pass set, and let's see, he'll get the opportunity here. Hit hard by the lefty. I believe that was number 5, Naomi Smith, but a little too strong.
Yeah, that was so strong going out. I really was kind of looking for a touch, and
it's an ace.
That's one of those aces that actually, doesn't hit anything but floor. That's something else right there. And we're back even.
Boy, this team is fun to watch, man. I'm telling you, it's just good to see. But these young Rockets also will be pretty effective and pretty dominant. Not that they can't be this year, but they're going to be real strong next year as well.
They're capable of winning in their district this year, and Artesia's pretty good. Portala's pretty good. We've seen those teams. We've played those teams. We know that they're solid, but this young Goddard team can play with them for sure. Certainly capable of upsetting either of those or both of those teams. Oh, big block there. Nicely done by Leyva.
And tipped over, left hand tip over by Vega.
They make so many girls on that play made all that look so easy.
Sure.
And it absolutely wasn't. You had a great block, you had a great tip tight on the net, you got a great save in the back row by De La Cerda. Fun to watch.
Coach, let's take a break. We'll be right back. KSUVTV.com, Lady Coyote Volleyball.
Hey CVE members, have you scheduled your no-cost home energy audit? If not, it's time to sign up. Call 575-746-3571 to get your name on the list for a free home energy audit. Weather stripping, new door sweeps, minor repairs, and much more. Start saving money and keep that purchased air in your home. Central Valley Electric Cooperative is happy to partner with Green Metal Energy for this valuable audit. Again, 575-746-3571.
Bob Reed Pest Control protects you and your home by controlling pests that invade. Bob Reed Pest Control understands the importance of safety in and around your home from unwanted pests. Protect your family's most important investment, your home, and protect your children and pets from the dangers of poisonous bugs and insects. Call Bob Reed Pest Control today and let our fully licensed pest control professionals start working for you and your family. Find us fast in names and numbers. Call 623-5344, serving all of Southeast New Mexico.
De La Cerda will do the serving after the timeout by the Rockets, and there's going to be a kill for number 3, I believe. That's going to be Camila Herrera.
Yeah, nicely done for that. Another one of that group of juniors that Coach Roberts, he's going to be in good shape next year, and all this experience they get this year playing these tough teams, that's what makes you great.
All right, there's going to be some good defense there. Good block by Romero.
Yeah, they're going to say that didn't clear the net, so she won't get credit for the block, but she was certainly in position for it. And the Lady Coyotes looking to pull away here if they can, and good job by Varela to let that one go.
All right, coming now for the serving for the Rockets, Naomi Smith. Kind of reviewing some of the documents here from the New Mexico Overtime Sports Authority Volleyball Coaches Poll. Leading the way for the 5A classification is Las Cruces in the number 1 spot, 13-0.
Yeah, they're it's theirs to lose. I mean, and what's telling with that one too, to me, is because you got some other teams with some really good records. These Roswell Coyotes, you've got Cleveland only lost twice. You got La Cueva only 3 losses on the season. But look at the first place votes on that from the coaches. I mean, there's just no question who the number 1 team is, and it's Las Cruces. Now, not to say, you still got to play the matches. You still got to win it, but a unanimous 19 votes from the coaches in that poll, so that's saying something.
Absolutely, and then, of course, the Cleveland Storm at the 2 spot. 3 spot is La Cueva, 4 Las Lunas, 5 Centennial. Santa Fe is in the 6th spot. Albuquerque High, 7, Roswell 8, Cibola 9, and Rio Rancho in the 10th spot. And other schools receiving votes, 11th would be Volcano Vista. Farmington in the 12th spot, Sandia 13, Hobbs 14. But as you know, Coach, and if you don't know, there's only 12 teams that make the state tournament. Right. So Volcano Vista and Farmington. Now with Roswell High, they have played the Clevelands, they have played the Centennials, they have played the Santa Fe's, and got to go back and make sure they were close to playing Cibola. I know they played them in pool play for sure and were dominant. I don't think they played them in the regular tournament, but did in pool play. And of course, had played Farmington, was successful as well. So, the Lady Coyotes really doing a good job. And, of course, the Hobbs Eagles, I think in order for them to get in, they're going to have to win the district. I don't think they have a chance to get in.
It's going to be extremely difficult for any team other than the district champ if it's not us.
Right.
If it's us, I think we're in anyway. So I agree. It's Hobbs, Carlsbad, Clovis. They have to win it to get in. I don't think that's the case with the Coyotes this year.
Yeah, I tell you what.
But I think it'll be a moot point because I think we win district.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'll tell you what, 16-14 is the score here in set 2. Coyotes lead by 2. The Roswell, it's talking about football, Coach. The Roswell football team is off this week. Won't be in action until next Friday as the Roswell football team will go and travel to Artesia. Coach Lynn and his coaching staff are preparing. I know they had an off week this week. They were off on Monday, kind of watched a lot of film. and did some walkthroughs and really had a pretty good practice yesterday. And of course, he and his coaching staff.
Oh my goodness!
That's a great job.
Tarim, my goodness, what a shot.
But, they're really working real hard. I tell you, I wanted to mention this on the air. The freshman group for football, they have won the Border Conference. That's Coach Boggs and Coach Fuller and company. They really have just done a good job. They recorded a lot of film. They've watched a lot of film. They've done a good job with just that group. They've only lost one game.
They did lose, okay.
They lost one game to New Mexico Military Institute, and that was, I think, in the last couple of seconds with a field goal or something of that sort.
Oh, yeah, it was. Yeah. It was the last second field goal. And then the JV is undefeated, is that correct?
JV is currently undefeated, yes, sir.
And they'll have a tough one tonight.
And they're having a tough game tonight, that's correct. So about here at the Coyote Den, the Coyotes now lead by 4 points, 18-14 here in set 2, winning set 1, 25-16. There's going to be the pass set, and there's going to be a strong hit by De La Cerda, and that's going to be another point and a kill for the Lady Coyotes.
Yeah, just, getting these tighter sets, just start feeding that young lady the ball more often, and you'll be just fine.
McFerris with the beauty. Look at Romero. Gets up vertically and gets a good block.
Yeah, a block of a back row attack. That's impressive.
Pretty impressive. You're exactly right. So now Coyotes extend their lead 20-14. And some miscommunication between number 13. That's going to be Haskins and Vernon. And there's going to be a timeout. We're going to take one too. KSVPTV.com, Lady Coyote Volleyball.
Every piece of land has a story, written by those who work it. But everyone's story is different. So the question is, how will you tell yours? Behind the wheel of a John Deere compact tractor, mower, or Gator utility vehicle. Run with us and start telling your story today.
Stop by Pecos Valley Equipment in Artesia and Roswell, or visit us online at pecosvalleyequipment.com.
At Richland Motors, it's never been easier to sell or trade your current car, truck, or SUV for a newer model to hit the road in. Even if you don't purchase from Richland, they want to buy your vehicle for top dollar. But if you do buy from Richland, don't forget, they're the home of the powertrain warranty for life. That's a whole lot of confidence for you. See Richland for details. 2nd and Sycamore and 1309 Southeast Main.
All right, we are back here at the Coyote Den. Hannah McFerris set to serve for Roswell. There is the jump serve up and over.
Oh, waiting on it. Nicely done in that back row.
That's going to be Vernon, the daughter of James Vernon.
Yeah, Barola's been pretty solid tonight.
22-14, favor of the Lady Coyotes.
And before that, they were on a 15-5 run after falling behind early, and seem to have this one in hand now as well, although just 7 is the difference.
Look at that.
And good no call there, because you had a lot going on, but right above the net, above what they call, the invisible plane that the net extended upwards. So a lot can happen there, especially with a front row setter. But a good no call, let all that go. It was all legal.
Barola gets it over. Quick shout out to Mr. Pascal. He's one of our science teachers. He wanted. He teaches science. He told me after school today that, he listens to KSVP and Roswell Athletics just about every time. And so I told him I would throw him a shout out. And so thank you for listening, Mr. Pascal, and, of course, that science department. And I tell you, also the English department is always listening. I promise you that.
Oh yeah, they're probably our most faithful followers. They're probably just sucking up to their administrator, but that's all right.
I wonder who that might be, right? No. All right, there's going to be the pass set. De La Cerda, left side.
Ooh,
and,
nicely
good
done.
block. I think that's Tatum Boone.
Yeah, it was Tatum Boone, the sophomore. And I don't know what they list her for height, but it's approaching that 6-foot range. 2 points away from taking set number 2.
Oh, that.
Gonna have to wait as a rare miscue from De La Cerda. She.
A little bit of a drop ball, Coach. I mean, it looked like
it just kind of ate her up a little bit.
Just sunk down and really good serve. That's a Varela.
Yeah, Viv's a player.
And now it's a little strong on the serve, so set point now for the Lady Coyotes. 24-18, and who do you have serving once again? Number 1, Addison De La Cerda. That's up and over, and a beauty.
Yeah, outside the antenna, and that will do it.
All right, Lady Coyotes win set 2, 25-18. They're going to take a 3-minute break to prepare for set 3. Lady Coyote Volleyball, KSWTV.com. We'll be right back.
Hi, my name is Chance with Trustmark Roofing and Windows, and here's what you should expect during your window inspection. Upon my arrival, you'll receive a 15-minute courtesy call letting you know I'm on the way. Once I'm in your home, I'm going to be checking for moisture indication, functionality, and any kind of energy efficiency improvements to the inside and outside of your home. After my inspection, I'll give you my professional opinion, and then you can decide whether you want a no-obligation quote. Myself or the office will contact you to set up a date when I can show you my products and options to best suit your needs. So when choosing windows, choose Trustmark Roofing and Windows. Our goal is to give you a 5-star service and get you what you deserve, and that's the best.
Hey, grab me one too.
Good afternoon, I'm Steven, Uncle Savings View Seal, and welcome to Roswell Hyundai. Listen, today we've got wonderful vehicles out here for sale, and listen, let me tell you something. If you find this golf ball sitting in any Palisade during your test drive this weekend, we're giving away $25 million in cash.
No, I told you we can't do that. Cut, let's do this again.
I don't understand we're making this video then.
I told you we can't do
never
that.
Mind.
All right, we are back here at the Coyote Den. Lady Coyotes win set 1, 25-16. Set 2, 25-18. And a nice performance by the Charlie's Angels and the Roswell High School cheer team. And they say it's quitting time. It's boot scooting boogie.
It is going to be quitting time here in just a little while. I said this might not be a sweep, but I'm going to have to change my prediction here. I think the Lady Coyotes are going to get it done in 3 here.
Well, the Lady Coyotes really have to make a mission statement right here. They really have to play and perform well here in set 3 and see what they can do. Coach, Lady Coyotes has just really done well on the floor for the Lady Coyotes. Benitez, De La Cerda, Barola, McFerris, And looks like number 10 is Stadin. And, of course, number 14 is Ada Vega. And rotation. So did I miss something here? Okay, I guess not. So
No,
it's going to be point Roswell. Okay. And now the serve a little strong. All tied up here at 1. Coach, now, again, I love talking strategy. I know Coach Lujan and I did this last week, and he did a good job. You and I have really done this for quite a long time. But as far as 2 consecutive wins here in set 1 and set 2, why is it so important here in set 3 to win this?
Because you just don't give them hope. You don't give them life. I mean, you just – and, I mean, little things – little things. You got sometimes tiebreakers come down to sets. I mean, they had a tiebreaker in the middle school level for volleyball come down to points.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, so it's crazy, but you just never know. So you definitely don't want to drop sets because that's obviously, won't have to go to points or get into a coin flip situation, but you just never know. And the other thing is you want to finish strong going into your next match. And for the Lady Coyotes, of course, that is going to be against Santa Teresa, as you said, in just 2 days. But this is Roswell Goddard. You always want to make a statement, Roswell Goddard.
Yeah, regardless, Roswell or Goddard, you're exactly right. And then, of course, in 2 days, as you mentioned, Santa Teresa, the last non-district game before the Lady Coyotes will travel over to Hobbs on October 15th. And, of course, I have a lot of things to say about that just because the fact that Lady Coyotes have played Hobbs multiple times already.
Right. And that's the only team, other than obviously the one loss against Los Lunas, but that is the only team to take them to 5 this season. So, Hobbs is for real. And, can't take them lightly, and you want to be playing your best volleyball going into that district play as Addie De La Cerda continues to dominate.
Yeah. That's you and I said it exactly. Simultaneously.
Maybe we have been doing this too long together if we're going to start finishing each other's sandwiches, right?
They're going to start calling us blood brothers, right?
Yeah. Wingus and Dingus, Tweedledum and Tweedledummer.
Beavis and Butthead, right?
I'm sure we've been called worse.
I'm certain of it. But I'm okay with that too. So 5-3 in favor of the Lady Coyotes here in set 3. Set to serve for the Lady for the Lady Rockets, Viv Varela. And
I noticed a young lady entered the student section here who made some history in the football game last week, Coach.
She sure did.
It was the first, to my knowledge, and maybe to your knowledge too, first female athlete to play varsity football for the Roswell Coyotes.
I was real happy for her.
Yeah.
And I think the fans were too.
Yeah.
All right, another point now for the Lady Coyotes. 4-point lead for Roswell.
Romero does a really good job. They only list her at, let's see, it's hard for me to read this. Only list her at 5'7", and they say she's our tallest player, and she probably is. And she might be 5'7". But, she plays way bigger than that. Same goes for McFerris. Same goes for Vega. And, they're going to have to. I mean, when they get to the Santa Ana Star Center in November, they're going to have to. And here's hoping they do. I have all confidence in the world in them, but, man, there's some big girls that state tournament.
No, there sure is. All right, 8-4 now is the score for the Roswell Lady Coyotes as they lead here in set 3. We talked about the Roswell Coyotes quite a bit here in this matchup here, but, talking about in the 4A classification, you're predicting the Lady Rockets to go to the state tournament, and that serve is into the net. Serving for Goddard was Herrera. But, in the New Mexico Overtime Sports Volleyball Coaches Poll, it looks like the St. Pius squad is ranked number 1, followed by Albuquerque Academy. Hope Christian in the 3rd spot, Portales 4, Silver City 5, Artesia 6, Valencia 7, Valley 8, Belen 9, Goddard 10. So that's promising for the Lady Rockets. Now, the Lady Rockets, their competition is Artesia and Portales, as you mentioned earlier, and I think it's important for them to be successful, but I still think they make the state tournament nonetheless.
I agree. And that's an illegal back row attack on Yaya there. No, I agree with you. I think they get in. You look at the voting, and there's a pretty big drop-off after the number 11 team, which is Santa Teresa, which is the team we're going to be playing on Saturday, another solid team. I really do think 3 teams from that district get in. And I'll tell you what, I saw Pius this past weekend. I saw Albuquerque Academy this past weekend. They were in that Goddard tournament. And as good as those two teams are, number 1 and number 2 in 4A, they didn't play each other in the finals. It was St. Pius over St. Michael's.
Oh, really?
The number 1 team in 3A volleyball. And that team, they reminded me a lot of the Roswell Coyotes. They're undersized, obviously, being 3A private school, but I'll tell you what, they can flat out play. And, they beat Academy in the semifinals to play Pius. Now, they lost straight sets to Pius in the finals, but, that would have been a good tournament for Roswell to be in, to be honest with you.
Okay, 10-7 is the score in favor of the Lady Coyotes. Benitez serving. It's a nice serve. Little tight. Number 13, Halen Haskins gets it over.
Yeah, they let a one-handed set probably go there, but that's all right.
That's a great recovery for the Lady Coyotes. Coyotes all over.
Yeah, Benitez, she's fun to watch. She's fun to watch.
And why not?
Ooh, great dig from the libero on the hard attack from McFerris.
And that, my friends, is some good defense by both squads.
I'll tell you what, that was a great save by Vernon. That ball hit the ceiling. Still managed to get it back to a teammate.
And they're still going. Playing hard for this
point. I hate to see a point like that.
Lady Rockets get that point. Yeah. I mean, Coach, we've talked about Roswell High School. We talked about the Lady Rockets. We talked about Artesia. We talked about Portales. A lot of these Southeast New Mexico schools, and of course, in the small classifications, 3A, the Lady Demons out of Dexter, New Mexico are ranked 8th in the 3A classification. And, they said they're a lot of fun to watch as well. So whoever's watching, of course, we don't have that opportunity to do too many games, if any. And then, of course, in the small schools, you have Gateway Christian ranked 3rd.
Yeah, and these are all teams from this area that are going to be in the state tournament. That Dexter team at 13-2, they were not very good not that long ago. So that's a program that's been turned around. Another good point, good rally here, and it's Leva putting it away.
Yeah, exactly, and a lot of good schools, a lot of good matchups here in Southeast New Mexico, from big schools to small schools, and it's just a blessing in disguise to see the talent here in Southeast New Mexico. And that's going to be a point for Goddard, and now it's going to be 11-10, 1-point lead for the Lady Coyotes. Coach, anything different here?
No, I mean, that's, Goddard's played well these last, early in the last set, and obviously in this set they've got it close to tied. This is tough to come in here against a tougher team on the road, the crosstown rivalry, and they've come to play. Oh, McFerris is in. Yeah.
Into the net?
Yep. She didn't think so, but Well, I thought she was pretty clearly in the net. Maybe she's saying that was the ball, but I didn't think so.
All right, another point for Goddard now, and Goddard takes the lead here in set 3, 12-11.
I'm not sure if that was Vernon or Boone on that block, or if it's perhaps a combo, but nicely done either way.
And now Vega has a nice shot. Good defense, good recovery by Goddard.
How about that from Tarim? I mean, she's just so heady. She knows what's going on, knows what to do in every situation. You know, Goddard had the emotional get. They get it back over, and she just says, nope, just going to put it right here where you're not. First ball over.
Well, the last time you mentioned, Coach, these two squads played each other, it did go 4 sets.
No,
it didn't.
No, it was a sweep.
It was a straight sweep. I thought Goddard had one set one. Okay.
Nope. I mean, you could double check, but
I know I was doing soccer, so you're probably right. Matter of fact, I'm 95% sure you're right.
Yeah, 3-0.
3-0.
19.
Okay, stand corrected. So, all right. Well, look at that. Marola.
Yeah, that was outside the antenna, or clipped the antenna.
All right, rotation. Entrance for Goddard. Have Naomi Smith, and now serving for Goddard.
This will be Camille Holloway, I think. You haven't seen her yet.
I believe that's her first action, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, we might have missed a rotation or two where she was out there, but I think that was her first action. That surprised me a little bit because she statistically is their best server, 95.8 percentage. So I'm surprised she wasn't out there at least to do that.
Oh, McFerris with the beautiful serve.
Yeah, great placement down the line. Go quick, and it works.
And Romero with another kill. Kyles now take the lead. Lead by 2, but it looks like Goddard will take a timeout. We'll take one too. KSVPTV.com, Lady Coyote Volleyball. We'll be right back.
If you're missing a tooth or several teeth, a dental implant may be the ultimate solution. Implants look and feel so much like real teeth that you probably forget you have an implant. Maupin & Brown Dentistry is one of New Mexico's most experienced implant providers, with literally thousands of implant patients who are absolutely delighted with the results. Call Maupin & Brown today for an evaluation. You'll be surprised how affordable implants can be. Maupin & Brown, your choice for experienced, state-of-the-art dentistry. Implants can be. Maupin & Brown, your choice for experienced, state-of-the-art dentistry.
We are back. Set 3. Coyotes do lead by 2, 15-13. McFerris wearing jersey number 7.
Yeah, she struggled with the jump serve tonight.
Yeah, she has a little bit, and that's not like her. But you know what? Better to do it now.
Oh yeah, then a key moment in a district match or something like that.
Or even in a playoff game, state tournament, or such. And even then, playing over at Santa Ana, that's a pretty cool place.
That's a different animal, though, because you always got those 4 matches going at the same time right next to each other. It takes a little getting used to it, and none of these players, to my knowledge, have played volleyball at the state tournament.
I don't think so. Last I saw, I tell you what, I had the opportunity when both my kids were playing for Heather Baca. They actually had the opportunity to go over there and play in the state tournament, and that was talking about some action, talking about some great talent. Oh, man, you're exactly right. You just see all kinds of different squads that are striving to win a state championship. But it's a lot. The atmosphere is really neat. And, of course, you've called some games there as well.
Oh, yeah.
Some sets.
Yeah.
Matches.
So here we go. Goddard hanging around in set 3 as they did in set 2. This is just about the point where they pulled away in the second set. Let's see if they can duplicate that here and get me home to dinner.
All right, they're going to say that's a point in Roswell, and underneath?
Yeah, got Naomi Smith just a little too far underneath. So 2-point edge for the Lady Coyotes, and Addie De La Cerda back. And she has not struggled with her jump serve tonight. Free ball. There you go. Thought about it, a little over her head. She'll get another chance here. Oh, that's a good spot. Great hustle by the Lady Rockets, especially Dominguez laying out to try to get that one back in. But how about the placement? My goodness, that was Leyva?
Well, I thought, yes, it was Leyva, but I thought Varela was going to let it go out. It was certainly pretty close.
Right on the line.
Yes. All right, let's see if Romero can get the kill.
Up again.
Oh!
She's mad at herself. She couldn't jump quickly enough. And you see that smile from Nevaeh. Disappointed that her first one got dug and then that she couldn't get up for the second one.
That's Landry Brown.
Yeah, one of the 2 freshmen. Be calling her name a lot in the next 3 years.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Vernon can't get that one over. 3-point edge, and now 6 points away for the Lady Coyotes.
Well, I know you probably, here in a minute, you probably have those updates from the NFL
from
and,
the
of course,
sports
Major League Baseball, as you're communicating with ESPN as we speak.
I am. They are keeping me going here. Just started the second half in Seattle. It is 16-3 San Francisco in that one. Bottom of the 6th, Yankees lead the Royals 3-1. Trying to close out Kansas City there. And I don't have the other baseball score, but I'll get it here.
That's okay. I'm sure glad we had those contacts through ESPN. And there's going to be a point for the Lady Coyotes.
Guardians did hold on to beat the Tigers 5-4, so they forced a game 5 in that one. And that will be back in Cleveland. So, man, it's just been a nice, good baseball playoffs this year. Of course, I think so because of the results, but it's been fun to watch.
Brown with the pass.
A little more history made in Milwaukee tonight as well. Not the very first time, but in preseason basketball, you have the first father-son action going on there. LeBron James and Bronny James.
That's crazy you said that. Coach, the question I had, I was actually talking with my brother-in-law and my brother the other night. Has there ever been a father-son combo in the NFL?
No. Oh, in the NFL? No, there hasn't. There has been in baseball.
Yeah, well, there's been several in baseball.
But,
the Griffeys.
Right. Well, I don't know beyond maybe way back in the day. I can't think of one in baseball besides the Griffeys.
Well, you had the Griffeys. Let's see here. Hold on just a minute. Oh, there's going to be a kill.
There's
been a couple of sets.
You've had some manager
there's been another
manager-player father-son combos with the Ripkins and the Alous.
Well, the Ripkins, I believe they played. It was a father-son. They played, I think it was one season together, maybe 2 seasons, before they became manager and player. But there's been, and of course, you said the Alous.
Yeah. Ooh, nice block, but Coyotes will get it back over.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, there's been some father-son combinations play in the NBA, but never together and never close to, same time enough to be together. You had
or against each other. Other than that,
well, yeah,
yeah,
at the same time, much less on the same team. It may never happen again, actually.
Well, so we won't.
Never say never, but
if that's the case, we probably will never know about it. So
yeah, exactly.
All right, so 2-point lead now for the Lady Coyotes. 22-20 here in set 3. Coyotes winning set 1, 25-16. Set 2, 25-18. And now they're trying to get the student section up here. And the Lady Rockets.
Yeah, no cover behind the double block there. That's not the blocker's fault. It was, looked like Tareen and McFerris, perhaps. Can be a disadvantage of a front row setter. They're usually covering that.
Oh!
De La Cerda putting her stamp on it. You might want to switch balls after that one.
Pretty nice.
And timeout Goddard.
We'll be right back. KSUPTV.com, Lady Coyote Volleyball.
Wakefield Oil Express has the highest quality service in Roswell with a 17-point full-service oil change that includes a full wash and vacuum at their car wash. You won't find a better deal. They also offer full synthetic oil changes, fuel and cabin filter replacements, and will even check your battery. Their tunnel wash isn't afraid of dirty vehicles. They have the best value wash in town with free vacuums. They even offer wash passes that can be used for multiple vehicles. Next time you need your oil changed, go to the fast and efficient Wakefield Oil Express and let them earn your business. 3204 North Main, Roswell.
Wakefield Oil Company is a name you can rely on with full service at the pump the way it used to be. You can expect service in just 15 seconds. They offer 3. Wakefield Oil Company, 311 South Virginia in Roswell. Let them earn your business.
2-point lead for the Lady Coyotes here in set 3. Hannah McFerris with the jump serve. And
she sailed another one long. That one was closer, but
well, McFerris kind of struggling today with their serves. Just a little strong. I know at the conclusion of this game, I did talk with Coach Romero. It's either going to be herself or one of her assistants coming up for a post-game show along with probably one of the seniors, is my understanding, if she remembers. So we'll see what happens there in just a moment. And that's going to be point for the Lady Coyotes. Match point, 24-22. Let's see if the Lady Coyotes can get it done here with Aragon serving. And there's De La Cerda.
Yeah, couldn't swing there.
She wanted to swing, but decided not to do that.
Big block. Leva says they were in the net.
Why not feed De La Cerda here? It's going to be a little tip over.
Yeah, nice job just staying out of the net from De La Cerda.
All right, here it is.
Set her up, set her up.
And there it is. De La Cerda with the kill. 25-22. Lady Coyotes win in 3 sets. Winning set 1, 25-16. Set 2, 25-18. Set 3, 25-22. Wow. All right, let's take a quick break if we can, and let's see if Coach Romero will come back here with somebody. You and I will close it out. And we'll see if Coach Romero or one of her staff members will come up to have conversation about this game. We'll be right back. KSUPTV.com, Lady Coyote Volleyball.
Artesia General Hospital has welcomed cardiologist Luther Weathers to the team. Dr. Weathers is board certified with a subspecialty in cardiovascular diseases. He treats patients with genetic heart defects, heart rhythm disorders, heart failure, coronary artery disease, chronic high blood pressure, and other cardiovascular diseases. Call 575-736-8270 to schedule your visit with Dr. Weathers in Artesia, or visit artesiageneral.com/cardio appointment. Se habla español.
Now's the time to get a great deal on select Kubota compact tractors. The LX Series is part of the #1 selling compact tractor lineup in the U.S., built with premium features and the comfort and versatility to make your land your own. Stop by your local Kubota dealer today. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment for 0 down, 0% APR for up to 84 months, or save up to $2,300. Now through September 30th. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Visit your local Kubota dealer, Amigo Machinery at 2801 Southeast Main Street in Roswell.
Welcome back to KSUPTV.com, Lady Coyote Volleyball. I am here with assistant coach and former Lady Coyote, Jalen Baca. Coach, how are you doing this evening?
Well, I'm doing great now.
You're doing great now. Okay, well, sounds good. Well, Coach, the Roswell Lady Coyotes really off to a great start. Now improved their record to an overall record of 15-1 right now. What are your thoughts about the Lady Coyotes right now, how they're playing, and the overall record?
They work really hard at practice, and I think it shows. They play really well together. Two super scrappy team. Like, I've never seen a team this scrappy before. We're just super proud of them.
Sounds good. Well, the Lady Coyotes win in 3 sets. Of course, winning set 1, 25-16, set 2, 25-18, and, of course, the third set, 25-22. What makes this team special, and especially getting the win over the crosstown rivals?
Well, a lot of these girls have played together since their freshman year. I mean, we're mostly seniors. So I think that makes them super special, that they get to do this together, and they get to, they're just super good defensively. Like, in even our front row tonight, Nevaeh and Hannah blocked super well. I think Jay and Emily and Addie, they all played really good defense too.
Sounds good. And then one of the things that stood out to Coach McDonald and I was number 0, actually Jalen Benitez. She's always all over the court, does a really good job, but I'm telling you, number 1, Addison De La Cerda, hitting from the left side, a lot of kills. What makes her a special ball player?
I mean, she's a 6 rotation player for sure. She just does everything to the best that she can every day, and at practice, and then we come in here and she turns it on.
Absolutely. So, of course, now the Roswell Lady Coyotes improved their record to 15-1. One more non-district game, and this is going to be Saturday against Santa Teresa. Yes. Coach, I don't know if you have any knowledge of Santa Teresa.
A little bit.
Maybe a little bit. But what will it mean to the Roswell Lady Coyotes volleyball team to win that contest going into district play 16-1?
Oh, it's so exciting just to say that, 16-1. These girls really deserve it. They work super hard. Yeah, I think it's super special. This is a super special team, and I'm really glad to be a part of it this year.
Sounds good, Coach. Was there anything in closing you'd like to say, ma'am?
No, just super proud of these girls. Played really good defense, and our hitters did a good job today, too.
Sounds great. Sounds good, Coach. Well, congratulations. I know you're excited. You want to get back down with your all's team. I know we have another special guest, number 2. We have Miss Marcus going to come in here and say a few words as well. But once again, thank you for saying a few words here in the postgame show.
Okay, thank you.
Have a good night.
You too.
All right, now we have number 2, Emily Marquez.
Hello.
Hi, how are you tonight?
Good, how are you?
Oh, great, great. So, well, Coach, sorry. Emily, tell me a little bit about your thoughts about tonight's game. The Lady Coyotes win in 3 sets. It's always a great win, especially when you're playing against the crosstown rivals. But what makes this team special in your opinion?
I think it's just the competition we bring. Every time we play Goddard, it's always just been a good game. Our student section's always really well. We just always play really high when we play Goddard.
Right. Okay. Well, sounds good. Well, how's your year going academically?
Really good, actually. I'm still ranked 6th in my class.
Okay.
I'm currently having all A's, so excited for graduation, but also sad.
Yeah, I understand. Well, you know, of course, you got the big victory here tonight at the Coyote Den, but on Saturday, as I was talking with Coach Baca, one of the assistant coaches, of course, Saturday, the Roswell Lady Coyotes will play another home game here against Santa Teresa. I don't know if you know anything about Santa Teresa, but what does it mean to play Santa Teresa going into district play?
Well, I just feel like if we get that win, it'll just keep our momentum high for district. You know, we're on a 15-game winning streak right now, so it'll just keep us high for district and ready to go.
Sounds good. Well, let me ask you a question right here. I know we're not at district play yet, but coming up here next week, play the Hobbs Eagles.
Yes, sir.
In the Hobbs Arena.
Yes.
Ralph Tasker Arena. What do you feel?
A little nervous. They always have a really big crowd, really loud music, you know, but I think we just have to keep our composure and play the way we play when we play here, and I think we'll be all right.
Sounds good. Well, is there anything in closing would you like to talk about?
No? Go Coyotes.
Go Coyotes. All right, sounds good. Emily Marcus, and we appreciate you. Have a good night and get back with your team. So we will go ahead and close this out with Coach McDonald and talk a little stats here. We're actually not any stats, but Coach McDonald, you know, the Roswell Lady Coyotes improved their record to 15-1, and of course Goddard now falls to 8-8. But let's talk. You know, you and I before game, the pregame show, we talked about Goddard. They're a young team, have great potential. We think they could end up getting in the state tournament, but the Roswell Lady Coyotes are dominant.
Yeah, they really have been. We talked about now 15 matches in a row, and you know, even that one they lost was to a team, you know, that's ranked ahead of them at their place, and 3 competitive sets. So. I mean, this sky's the limit for this team. I mean, they're going to be in the tournament now. They have to set new goals for themselves. They have to, you know, advance in the tournament. And once they do that, they just got to keep it rolling. And you never know. You know, I've seen a 9 seed win up there. Lady Coyotes are going to be a lot higher than a 9 seed.
I agree. Well, Coach, is there anything in closing, sir, you'd like to talk about?
No. Go Coyotes. Great job by Coach Romero and the girls.
All right, well, sounds good. Well, once again, the Lady Coyotes win in 3 sets, 25-16, 25-18, and 25-22. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening and watching KSVPTV.com. Thank you to our producer, Tanner Todd, and the crew from KSVPTV.com and all of our sponsors. Art Sandoval, Kelly McDonald signing off. Safe travels across town, and we'll see you on Saturday as the Roswell Coyotes will take on Santa Teresa. And I believe that contest will be at 12 o'clock. No, I'm sorry. It's going to be 12 o'clock JV and 1 o'clock varsity. We'll see you Saturday. We will be broadcasting that game. All right, we'll see you then. Have a good night, and it's always a great day to be a Coyote.